So today on the channel, we're going to take a look at Indiana Jones and Major Arnold Toth from the new Hasbro Indiana Jones Adventure series. So you may have noticed I didn't have very many poses in the beginning with him. And that's because, well, you'll see why in a minute. But anyways, as we always do, let's take a look at the packaging real quick. Indiana Jones Adventure Series. Don't fall, Major Toth. Hold on. Not your turn yet. You get a digital render of what he looks like there. You got the Indiana Jones logo across the top. Build-A-Figure. So anyways, Major Arnold Toth there. You get on the side, and again, picture of him, and right about when he's going to get his face burned off. And on the back, you have, again, is the things that he comes with: accessories, build an artifact, the Ark of the Covenant there. Again, another digital render of what he looks like. And I've only picked up Indy and Major Toth, and that's because the rest of these just don't interest me, and he really only interests me. Well, you'll see why in a minute. But yeah, if they go to clearance, I'll probably pick up the rest of them to build that. But it'll have to be pretty deep clearance. And I will probably, if I see him on clearance, I'll probably pick him up again, and you'll see why in a minute. So anyways, that's what you get with the box. All right. And the figure. Well, first thing you'll know about the figure, or you'll take a look at it, is that it's pretty static. It's a pretty static figure, and I picked him up. Why? Because kind of makes a good baddie. He's dressed up in black, classic black colors, although this one looks like a more greenish, grayish color. But anyways, and he's got this little cool hat, which I really dig. Maybe I could heat it up and put it on somebody else. But anyways, I really like this little hat. I might pick him up just for that as well, like we were talking about. So he gets that as a little accessory. He also comes with this cool little weapon. Man, I keep forgetting what it's called. It's the Megatron weapon. Megatron transforms into this. So I just don't remember what it's called. But yeah, that's the weapon Megatron transforms into. The German weapon, I forgot what the name was. And then, as always, Hasbro cheaps out on us. In this case, I'm okay with it because, it's easily removable. And, it doesn't get too much in the way. You can take that off. But you get this new sculpt, I guess, of an overcoat that he can he can wear. So there we are. It's just a cheap chunk of plastic. Sits there. Great. Maybe I could use it on some other figure. Taking a look at his outfit here, you can clearly see that this is duller than this. So that's interesting. But there's not a lot here. It's not, there's his face, his head sculpt. You can see that it's kind of sloppy. They've missed a few things. They've missed a few areas there, especially around there. They missed some paint up at the top. There's still some flashing around there. They've got a piece of paint right there. It's really it's just kind of messy and sloppy, but whatever. Not the best work from Hasbro. And again, this is a very simple, very simple suited sculpt body. The attraction here, the gimmick here is that, hey, you get a pretty good representation of the character in the movie. That's it. We never got a really good 6-inch figure from Indiana Jones movie, so here's your chance to get one. Anyways, let's take a look at the articulation real quick. We'll start off with the head. Not a lot there. He can look up that much, and he can look down this much. And the interesting thing, if you'll notice, look how his neck moves. That is interesting. I guess I've seen that before, but I haven't really noticed it to this degree, or maybe this is something new. But not only does his neck move, but that moves. He can look to the side, and then he can turn his head like that. Wow, that really moves. So anyways, there's that. So that's interesting articulation at the neck. That's interesting. He can hit a T-pose pretty easily. There's that. No bicep cut. Minimal articulation there. One single jointed pinless elbow. Not a lot there. I mean, that's it. There's no articulation at the bicep. He can turn his hand there, and he's on a ball joint. If you pop it off, that's what it looks like. And he does have he does come with an extra hand, which we'll take a look at in just a second. Coming down to the body, he has no crunch because, of course, this gets in the way. So there's no crunch there. There's no going back. It's fixed. He does have a waist cut though. You can hear it. So there's a waist cut there. He has a thigh cut and a single pinless knee joint, and then ankle pivot. And he comes down this much on his ankle and back up about that much on his ankle. And that's about it. Like I said, there's not a lot of excitement here for articulation. It's nowhere near the G.I. Joe line. Even some Black Series, which are known for their subpar articulation, beat it. So, I mean, it is what it is. This is what you get with it. Let's take a look at the accessories. And like I said, I picked him up because he's probably just going to be my static bad guy in the back of the scene somewhere, maybe when I change out some scenes or something. Some of the accessories that he comes with is this hand, this extra little hand. When he touches that hot medallion that they're in that pub or whatever, and Marion tries to keep it away from him, so he gets this little hand there. You can switch it out. So that's another accessory. And then you get one of the quintessential moments that as a kid when I was watching this, I was not prepared for, and it's rather seared into my brain. I can actually see it right now as we speak. That and that dog in the Thing movie that NECA just came out with. Boy, those two things really stick in my head. And then that guy's head that turns into some kind of crab. There's so many things in the Thing movie that really set me off as a kid. I guess the 3 top movies that I watched as a kid are horror movies. I can't think of a third, but the ones that stick in my head are American Werewolf in London. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. And, Poltergeist, I guess. And then The Thing. The Thing, though, quintessential. Anyways, off topic, back to the figure. Here is the head that he comes with. Like I said, quite traumatic as a child, but not, it's all right. This is what it was a different time. It was a different time back then. This one it's sloppy, but with a purpose, because that's what his face looked like when it was melting off his body for messing around with stuff he shouldn't have been messing around with. So, anyways, that's another accessory you get there. And finally, you get the 2 pieces from the build an artifact from the Ark of the Covenant. So there you have it. Am I satisfied with this figure? Well, as a toy reviewer, no. It's highly lackluster. But as a customer, I knew exactly what I was getting into when I bought this. This thing was going to have minimal articulation. It wasn't going to be, something you could pose and jump around with and do action figure stuff with. It was simply going to be a baddie that stood in the background and pointed to stuff or held a gun at you and commanded the other guys to do stuff. So I am happy with it for what it is. I am not happy with it as far as what they could have done articulation-wise. I know they could have gone further, but Hasbro said, we don't really have to. We've already sold the gimmick, and they're going to buy it. I'll buy one, like I said, at full price, but then I'm done with it, just like I did Indy. The rest of the line you can keep until it goes on deep discount or, deep clearance. But anyways, that's my review. Was I fair to Hasbro? Was I not fair to Hasbro? What are you guys going to do with this guy? What are your top 3 favorite horror movies. Comment in the section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling them out.